If your retreat only runs smoothly because everything is in your head, that's not support. It's a burden. In this video, I'm going to show you the behind the scenes that professional hosts build so that your retreat can feel grounded, profitable, and repeatable. If you ever thought, on the outside everything looked handled, but in reality I was tracking everything in here. That's not unusual, but it is a sign that your backend hasn't been built yet. And the backend is what determines whether or not the retreat strengthens your business or quietly drains it. A retreat can look polished, the venue can be beautiful, the feedback can be strong, and you can still walk away knowing that you carried more than you should have. And that usually happens when decisions are still being made late, responsibilities aren't clearly owned, and information lives across emails, messages, and memory instead of a shared structure. And nothing is wrong when this happens. It's simply what retreats default into when the backend hasn't been built sturdy enough to carry everything that needs to go into it. And a lot of hosts assume that the backend is all about tools. A project board, a spreadsheet, a folder full of documents. Tools help, but tools don't automatically create structure. A backend answers 4 things clearly. What happens, when it happens, who owns it, and where it lives. If everything still routes back to you, it's not because you chose the wrong platform. It's because the system connecting all those pieces together still hasn't been built yet. A professional retreat backend rests on 5 pillars, and these are not to add complexity, but to remove the strain. Pillar 1 is the planning process. This is the order of operations. What gets decided first? What requires lead time? And what has fixed deadlines? When this is clear, planning stops living in your head. Pillar 2 is responsibility mapping. This defines who owns what, including you. When ownership isn't written down, it automatically defaults back to you. Pillar 3 is the run of show. This goes beyond the agenda. It covers transitions, setup, resets, who handles issues, and what's happening behind the scenes while your guests are still in session. Pillar 4 is guest touch points. This is your communication, confirmation, expectations, arrival details, pacing, and follow-up emails. This way, guest care doesn't rely on you remembering what needs to be sent and when. Pillar 5 is documentation and file structure. This is where everything lives. Decisions, contracts, logistics, templates, all of them in one place that anyone on your team can step into when needed. If you're planning a retreat this year and trying to tighten up how this all fits into your greater business plan, you'll want to check out my free Event Systems ROI audit. It helps you figure out where unfinished decisions, scattered information, and inefficient workflows quietly increase your cost. You'll find the audit link down below. These pillars protect profit because they reduce the things that drive up costs later. Things like delayed decisions that reduce your options, unclear ownership that slows everything down, last minute fixes that cost more than had you planned for it in the beginning, redoing work because nothing was documented. When the backend is thin, the retreat still stays expensive to run, even if you have a higher price point. When the backend is built, the retreat becomes easier to repeat and easier to refine. If retreats are part of your business and you're no longer willing to allow it to run based on your mind, your emails, or last minute decisions, this is the point where adding support becomes more practical. And that is exactly what the Event Command Center VIP Day is built for. This is a focused one-on-one workday where we come together to build the operational foundations for your retreat. Not ideas, not inspiration, but the actual structure that holds the retreat before, after, and during. During the VIP Day, we look at your retreat and design the backend that it needs to run cleanly. How decisions are made, how responsibilities are defined, how the retreat flows operationally, and how everything is documented so it doesn't live solely with you. The outcome is a retreat that is supported by structure and not by memory. If you're planning a retreat this year, or you've already planned one before and you don't want to carry that same weight again, or you're determining if retreats really belong in your business long term, you'll find details about the Event Command Center VIP Day down below. And if you want more practical guidance like this as you plan your retreats and events, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I share a lot of information about the operational side of events, so you don't have to figure it out on your own.